All right, so this person here left two comments on a video I did talking about a coffee shop that was automated, and I was talking about issues with automation and stuff. And these are the kind of comments I like because they evoke conversation about where things could go and where things may lead to. So their comment here is no more thefts, break-ins because Target, Walmart, and grocery stores would allow only grocery pickup and close their doors to public accept employees. The problem with that is that you're going to kill people's want and ability to shop. In addition to that, I already don't like it if I do an order online and something gets replaced. Like that, nobody likes that. When you order a specific brand or a specific item, like, sorry, it was out, so we just replaced it for you. Also, there are mix-ups. In addition to that, it hurts the labor market because then they start paying people less because they see them as doing less. We've seen that already where we're seeing jobs backfilled with lower paying jobs. Now, the second comment this person left was they said they're getting into tech, AWS, I'm assuming Amazon Web Services, because I like fixing things. A handyman is never out of a job, in my opinion. That's what they put. Um, you are right. A handyman is never out of a job, but they'll be out of money. I have an IT background, tier one, tier two technician. I've said that many times in this app. When jobs back years ago before I started IT were very lucrative. It was paying in, 20, 25 an hour higher tier 1, tier 2. Those jobs are paying pretty good. And the average now, I know you can see the wages online. They say the averages online at places are like, 45, 47,000. That's not the case. The average pay wage isn't even listed as a yearly anymore. You can convert it, but it's like $15 to $17 an hour for a tier 1, tier 2 technician. Frontline technicians who have technical expertise. And I've said before, I don't have a bachelor's degree. It's not worth it anymore because tech jobs doing repair, they're going to pay you 15 to 17 an hour to do something you have to have a degree that you paid for or went into debt for. In addition to that, I'd like to point out that AWS, Amazon Web Services, is not the route to go. Maybe short time it might be good, and if you want to hedge your bet there, go ahead. But Amazon is one company that will definitely start cutting costs where they can when they want to start making more money. They already do it with their warehouse labor. They will start doing it with their data centers. They will start doing it with their technicians. They don't care. Now, if you mean something else by AWS and I don't know the acronym, I apologize, but I'm assuming that's what you mean. I also would not work for Amazon. They are a horrible company that has a track record of treating their employees horribly. Just because the technical people aren't saying anything doesn't mean it's not happening. So, and again, there's no such thing, not again, but there's no such thing as a recession proof or a foolproof job. There is none. They will replace all labor. Also, things will not get cheaper if everything gets automated. And as I've talked before, going back to the comment about the grocery stores and stuff, theft isn't an issue. It hasn't been a big issue. They're not losing that much. These companies are losing such a small percentage of income that it doesn't even matter. They're just using it as an excuse to replace jobs and an excuse for other stuff. It is their go-to for every problem. We didn't make much money this quarter. Theft. We can't seem to keep employees. Theft. It's always the excuse they're going to use because they've run out of anything else to say because nothing else fits quite that well, and it riles people up. A lot of people are really satisfied just hearing theft, shoplifting, and then they wrap that into shrink. And I've talked about that before. Shrink is a catch-all term. Shrink can be damaged product, meaning it was damaged in store, damaged by a customer, damaged by an employee. It was damaged in the truck. It was damaged in manufacturing. That's all shrink. Or if the product's expired, more shrink. They get to write that off. Additionally, people seem to keep forgetting that a store has loss prevention, not to really stop anybody. If they can, great, but they generally don't. And that loss prevention is there so they can make an insurance claim on the loss and go, we tried everything we could. That's really all it's there for. So when it comes down to it, it's just excuses by these companies. What'll end up happening is what's happened with Walmart, where they might pay some people a little bit better in the short term, but they're going to cut a lot of jobs, make it more inconvenient for the customers, and the pay rates will slip dramatically. And also, if everything is automated, fine. Let's say theft was an issue, you've reduced the theft, and now they're making more money. Great, but they're not going to hire any more people. Where do people find jobs? Because these are the jobs we tell people to get, right? When they say I can't work, I'll go get this simple job, or there's no work, go work these jobs. What are people supposed to do when those jobs are gone? And I've addressed this in other videos too. I've asked that question. When we start automating things, that's great. I'm all for technology taking over redundant tasks humans shouldn't be doing. But what do we do for people that don't have that any income anymore? We're going to have to come up with a universal basic income or something else to replace that because we're going to eventually automate our way out of a lot of jobs. Programming Even programming's at risk now because of AI. Programming is not a guaranteed anymore. So it's slower. That's a slower thing happening. But what is the solution? So thank you for leaving the comments, by the way. I feel I have to iterate this, but no aggression towards anybody. I really want conversation like this. I think it's important comments like his left. These are productive, good comments. And I think it allows for debate to take place. So what are your thoughts? Again, go back, watch the other video I did if you haven't, and then maybe see more of what's going on there.